Hello and welcome back to Might Magic 3 Isles of Terra. So I've got the overworld map up here because I wanted to talk a little bit about what the goal for today is going to be. Because first of all, we are going to finish clearing Fountainhead now that we've lifted the curse and we can go check out all those fountains that were full of green ooze before. They are not anymore, so that'll be good to check that out. And then after that, we kind of have two options. Option number one would be, now that we've got the swimming skill, we can go over here into Druid Haven. And over here, if you are playing, like, this would be a tough fight for us right now. We could do it because we've got resist elements up, or the ability to cast resist elements, but there's critters there that do a whole ton of electric damage to you, so it's tough to do without resist elements. There's also in here a well or something like that gives you a 20 level bonus temporarily. Basically, for a full day, your characters all go up by 20 levels. I'm not going to be using that unless I absolutely have to. I find that makes it not fun, because you just stomp over everything. And I'm powerful enough, between the Bless and a couple of other wells that I am going to visit, I'll be able to grind through everything I want to do in this episode. The other option, and the one that we are going to be doing, is we're going to go down further south here into A2 and clear out the Orc Meadow and try to make it to Baywatch, the next town. If you remember as well, in the Fountainhead dungeon, we saw a little note talking about how there was the Slither Cult stronghold in Druid Haven. And that's what this is here, is that little towery thing. All these little towers represent dungeons. So there's a dungeon here, there's a dungeon here, there's a dungeon here. You can also see there's a cave up here, a pyramid there, and all that sort of stuff. So a lot of the really key things in the game are actually right on the overworld map, which is kind of nice. We could potentially also try to tackle the Temple of Mu right now, but I would rather clear the Orc Meadow first and then come back up to try and deal with that. And a lot of that is just, at the moment, the Temple of Mu would kick my butt, to be perfectly frank. Orc Meadow is going to be tough to clear, especially if I follow it up by going right into Baywatch, because you'll see when we get there. So that's the plan for today, is finish exploring Fountainhead now that it's been had the curse lifted, and then go and take on the Orc Meadow. So get this out of the way, and let's hop to it. So if we look on the map here, right now in Fountainhead, we are right by the bank, picking up right where we left off from the last episode. There's the Hobbs Vaults. And we've got two fountains here. So these would have been filled with ooze before, but now if we go on to it, sparkling water flows through the fountain of Moonbeam, fabled nymph of the enchanted meadow. Powerful orbs hold the key for ultimate rule of the land. Deliver them to the kings of three to strengthen their command. So that is that's how you win the game, is by delivering those ultimate power orbs. So that's the long-term quest. And you see here, I don't actually have it up there. And again, sparkling water flows through, blah, blah, blah. With the presentation of 1 past 10, 2 shall be forever vanquished, their strongholds felled and kingdoms barren. Your title of champion is established. Okay. To the one who offers me 2,000 gold, I will grant increased luck. Will somebody leave this offering? No, thank you. Don't need to worry about luck. I can't remember, does she offer anything? No, she does not. Did I not? Over here in the last episode, if I go up this way, wanted artifacts of good, see Praethos and Castle Whiteshield. So, Praethos, No, this is the one I was looking for, sorry. Ye faithful subjects of King Righteous, deliver the ultimate power orbs to Castle Whiteshield. So those are the power orbs that she's talking about, and King Righteous is one of the 3 kings. Specifically, the king of that castle that they wouldn't let me into because I wasn't a crusader. So the rest of these offer some interesting little clues about the game as well. Sparkling water flows through the fountain of Moonbeam, fabled nymph of the enchanted meadow. Take the twisting horn of gold to the central meadow, find the unique steed of old, and relieve its dying sorrow. Okay, bit of a riddle, talking about another quest that we're going to come across eventually. To the one that offers me 2,000 gold, I will grant them increased accuracy. So we're not going to do that. Kill some goblins. Sparkling waters again. Seek the sister of the water blue, near the southwest corner true. Bring her shells from the great sea's depths, and greatly shall she aid your quests. Offers increased endurance. Once again, we've got sparkling water. Entombed in curse the princess sits, raw sorrow fills her halls. Gifts of heart to her submit, to breach her loveless halls. So these are all little clues about upcoming quests. Two wizards locked in mortal strife destroyed each other's keep. Now bound in life that isn't life, they seek the peaceful sleep. Okay, hit a moose rat, please. And thank you. Oh, jeez. Okay, somebody hit the moose rat. God. Thank you. Ancient items of evil and good and neutrality too were concealed. Search the sands, mountains, and woods, for their value will soon be revealed. Increased personality. No thank you. And last fountain. 6 brothers settled in the land, with names arranged in certain course. One then vanished from the band, and left the others in remorse. This is a quest we're going to be picking up pretty quick here, actually, so... And increased speed. There's one other fountain to check out. Okay. Pick Gandora back up. And we'll cure Helmuth as well. So we got one last fountain here. An effervescent voice gurgles from the water. Give freely of your wealth of gold, if greater experience be your goal. Will you drop gold in my fountain bowl? So this will give you experience for gold coins at a 1-for-1 rate. Not going to bother doing it, because for the most part, gold is more valuable than experience. You will run out of experience before, or you will run out of gold before you run out of things to kill. Let's put it that way. And training eventually gets extremely expensive. Now, I could go train now, but I don't think I'm going to. Let me just check the time. It is 4 o'clock. Wondering. Hi, goblins. Sorry, 2 more fountains. Forgot about them. Once again, we got Moonbeam here. The mistress of marauders at the northeast tip of flames. Seek the pearls her greed requires for her spirit to be tamed. Okay. Below the canopy of vaulting sea lies the mystery of the ancient's dream. An ultimate adventure must ye be to unravel their tangled schemes. So that's a very late game thing. We'll get to that eventually. Do I want to run the risk of doing this at 4 in the afternoon? I have stuff to sell. Not really. A little bit. Yeah, we'll go sell. And then we'll just waste a bit of time here, just so I can set out early. So, inventory. Okay, so we cleared out our stuff. And you know what I could do? Have I found that clue yet, though? I don't remember. Don't think I have. Never mind, I can't do that. There's a code word you can put into the magic mirror if you want to waste a bit of time that is actually worth doing. So it is now 6 o'clock, so we're going to do a rest and check the spells here. Don't think there's anything I'm gonna want to get or need to get. Yeah, but this can be a decent way to waste a bit of time. So it's 3 in the morning. No. No. Sorry, I forgot you have to actually say yes, you want to peruse their spells. There, now it's 5 in the morning. Now we'll head up here, get ourselves a bless. It's also 8 days, so that means an even better bless. Okay. And now out we go. Fight our way through some of this garbage. Now, we are about to find the first of the things that are going to help carry me through the early game and remain useful right throughout, really. And that is this island here. I can now cross this water because I got the swimming skill, and I can kill these bubble men. Now here, green moss clings to the small stone well. Drink from this well? Yes. Your skin has been magically toughened. Everybody got a big old boost to hit points. I believe it's a 50-point bonus to hit points. So that is sweet. Next up, we are going to continue down here. Kill some orcs. And then we're going to cross over into here. And there's another hut. A fair-sized hut made of twigs, branches, and dried mud. Search inside. A glowing crystal ball hovers in the center of the hut. Touch the ball. Yes. A magical feeling overcomes you. And now we got a big old boost to spell points. So at this point, I am 100% comfortable with taking on everything in Orc Meadow here. Coming in post here just because I had forgotten to actually read the notes on A2 when I was playing, but here's Korak's notes on A2. Many huts are scattered through Orc Meadow and Woodland Grove. One in particular houses a bodiless voice with much treasure to sell. Another holds inside its walls a shrine sacred only to the orcs. In the southwest corner of Orc Meadow is one of the 5 ancient pyramids where can be found the answers to many mysteries. So at the moment, at least, the most relevant one to us is this bodiless voice with treasure to sell. So we're going to make a real effort to find that. I know where it is, but you'll see that once we get to it. And so we're going to do just that. And those are going to basically become what I do instead of resting. If I need health, if I need hit points, if I need any of that sort of shenanigans, I'm going to go to those wells instead of going to resting. I'll probably still rest a little bit in the very early game here, but oh, here we have our first new enemy. It is a skeleton. So skeletons actually have really high physical resistance. Undead in general have really high physical resistance. Doesn't matter so much with this guy because we're gonna stomp him anyhow. But as you saw there. But yeah. The other thing that's worthwhile to do is actually explore pretty thoroughly, because you'll find these sorts of things. You catch a glimpse of something hidden in the leaves of the tree. Search? Yes. We found a jewel. What kind of jewel did we find? A jewel of ropes. That is pretty worthless. And sort of following the road here, but not super close. Also need to be careful here not to actually go off the... Oh, something else hidden in the trees. A kimono. Oh, a kimono might be wonderful. If it's a dense kimono of wizard eyes. So dense kimono gives energy resistance and lets them use wizard's eye. Not... Well, wizard's eye is more useful than... So we'll give that to him. It's the exact same armor as the other one, and we will use it so you can actually get Wizard's Eye up and see what I see. Now, I need to be really careful here, because if I go too far to the east here, and I actually leave this zone, I'm going to run into... It's basically a zone border, and it'll take me from A2 to B2. And here, I'll save and show you just to show you, because this is going to get my party killed. I go in here, I go down. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's a piranha. Watch what happens as I try to kill this thing. Keeping in mind, I'm blessed up. I might be able to take one out, but I'll have to burn spells. Okay, so I can take out a piranha, but still, that was actually less of a big deal than I thought it was going to be. So let's go back up here just to clear out the area that I haven't explored yet and start working our way down. Something hidden in the trees. Let's see what we got. Buckler. Glass Strength Buckler of Levitation. Levitation's actually a pretty useful spell. And a strength boost is good. But it's also a buckler, and bucklers aren't great. It is, however, probably better than what Septimus is currently using, so we'll give him that. Something hidden in the trees again. Gauntlets. Gauntlets can be useful because anybody can equip them. And no need to worry about spell points. We can fight our way through. So this is Baywatch. We're not going to go in just yet. It is on the to-do list for this episode, but I want to clear the meadow first. I'm just going along the south border here. There's some orcs. And we'll go check out this. So, an ancient pyramid of roughly hewn stone. Enter. The door won't open. There's a small slot to the right of the door, but nothing you have will fit inside. Okay. Really shouldn't be wasting time shooting at goblins. A fair-sized hut made of twigs, branches, and dried mud. Search inside. Yes. 1,000 sparrows flitting on their perches around you speak through the fluttering of their wings. Icarus, the last unicorn, lies entombed, but it is long before what should have been the end of his years. Only when the golden alicorn is returned to the shrine will he be released from his premature darkness. Will you search for the missing relic? Yes. The alicorn is hidden somewhere in the swamplands. Return it to this shrine to free Icarus. So this is there was a hint about this back in Fountainhead. Let me just pull up the Fountainhead map here, because then that's the other nice thing about this is it lets me reference back to old notes. Let's see, where is it here? Take the twisting. So the clue in Fountainhead was take the twisting horn of gold to the central meadow, find the unique steed of old, and relieve its dying sorrow. So, yeah, that's those two little. That's a clue about this particular quest. And we want A2 surface. There we go. Kill some more skeletons. So this is a fair-sized hut made of twigs, branches, and dried mud. Inside, simple implements of peasant's life are its only occupants. And up here, you find another hut, but this one is a trap. It collapses on you, and it does a whole schwack of damage. So we're not going to go in. You can see we've already had the monsters respawn, so let's finish clearing this meadow before we waste too much time. It is interesting how the okay, got it. Hit him with a conflagrate. It is interesting how it actually, even though stepping takes less time on the overworld, it actually takes longer to get through in game time because because you're constantly fighting, right? And each combat, so normally in the overworld, it takes 10 minutes to take a step, it takes 10 minutes to do a combat. In Lootmeister's mod here, each of those things only takes 6 minutes. However, oh, hi goblins. However, because you end up fighting so much more, it actually takes longer to get through things than otherwise. Okay, so what do we have in here? Another fair-sized hut. Let's check it out. You've stumbled upon an orc outpost. There are maps and plans written in indecipherable scratches on dried hides. Destroy everything? Yep. Splinters and wood chips fly as you hack the hut and its contents to oblivion. 10,000 experience. The orcs will be forced to leave the area when they find their outpost destroyed, and order will once again return to the surrounding valley. We get a bunch of loot. Warhammer might be decent, though I'd need better armor. Oh, found a shortbow though. And a leather crossbow is going to be useless. Sharp shortbow gives accuracy. Is there anyone I'd want to give accuracy to? I mean, everybody needs accuracy right now. Katrina, you're actually probably need the most help. So let's give it to you. And then I don't remember who doesn't have a shortbow yet. Oh, you've already got. No, you do not have a shortbow. So we'll give that to Renar. Hey, the ranger finally has a bow. I'm gonna go through the rest of it later. I just saw the shortbow pop up there, so. Got another hut here, so let's check it out. Another fair-sized hut. Crude artifacts of worship and sacrifice litter the foul-smelling hut. Unmistakable carvings and icons depict scenes of orcish ceremony. Destroy the shrine? Yes, I will, thank you. Okay, so that got us 500 gems, which is really useful because gems are a bit of a limiting factor earlier on in the game. Now, next up, see another hut here. So let's go and check that out. The floor of the hut is littered with bones and filthy stoneware, and the benches look to be set up as makeshift bunks. In one corner is a set of dented goblin armor. Set the hut aflame? Of course. Ashes and glowing embers rise into the air, floating on waves of heat radiating from the burning hut. 5,000 experience. Found a short bow, found a belt, found a poleaxe, found a kimono, a round shield. Anything worthwhile? No. Not really. Okay, so we're coming up on the half-hour mark here, but there is one other thing that I want to do. Again, this is something that's only accessible because I have picked up the swimming skill. Now, if you notice on the mini-map here, there's a little hut surrounded by mountains. Can't get to it, but I can swim to it. I guess before I do this, I need to check. Cool, I got 23,000 gold. I'm gonna do a save here because this is an important pickup. Let's put it that way. Like any other hut. Search inside. A whispering, disembodied voice glides around the hut. Leave 10,000 gold, mates, and ye may take me treasure of goods. Leave the gold? Yes. Ring, bow staff, another ring, war axe, kimono. Oh, that might be a good roll. Please don't suck. Okay, this wasn't the greatest roll, but I'll stick with it. So, let's get you the silver ring. Get you the personality. Who would I... Iron kimono, definitely to Helmuth. Equip that, equip that. So, Helmuth now has a respectable AC, finally. Acidic bow staff does 1d3 plus 2 poison damage. She has a regular bow staff, so I guess it's a little bit of an upgrade for Gandora. Go ahead. Steel War Axe, 44 plus 6 damage. That does a hell of a lot of damage. Oh. I got some other equipment management to do here because there's some other decent stuff, but Steel War Axe. Now the question is, do I want to... What happens if I remove her tower shield? How badly does that hit her AC? Gets her down to 28 versus 35. And if I remove his round shield? 30. Okay. So I'm actually going to give a big ol' war axe to Renar the Ranger. So that's nice. Okay, so that was kind of the last real objective I had for this particular session. Oh, fight my way back through a bunch of orcs. I think the next thing I'm going to do is head into Baywatch. Head into Baywatch once I finish bashing my way through a bunch of skeletons. And I think we'll probably call the episode there. At the start of next episode, I'm going to go through and I think I'm going to train, because looking over here, it looks like everybody but Alandra and Gandora can train 3 levels. Alandra and Gandora can only train 2, but that's okay. And then we'll see about clearing out Baywatch, getting into their Mages Guild, and doing all sorts of fun stuff in there. So, until next time, cheers.